The Nigeria Premier Technical University, grounded in entrepreneurial practices, innovations, and sustainability, presents the periodic entrepreneur programs for students of all levels and disciplines.
This is CNC lathe machine. We can perform different operations on a CNC milling machine. But this one is CNC. What I mean by CNC is that computer numeric control.
We are making a pepper grinding machine. Our pepper grinding machine is going to be an hybrid type of machine in the sense that it uses electricity and it could be manual. The pepper grinding machine would have an electric motor, it would have a seat, and it would have belts and the grinder inside. So it could use electricity. You could interchange the belts. If you want to use electricity, you would interchange the belt.
Building best brains in the construction industry.
In the course of this project, I can say I can successfully use the workshop equipment, e.g. the grinder. I can drill holes using the milling machine. I can successfully weld metals. I could put screws in metals and join metals using screw temporarily.
Diagnosing an automobile can reveal problems with a car's engine, transmission, exhaust systems, and brakes, among others.
We have some issues with this car here. We want to know them one after the other so that we'll be able to know what to do at least to address the problem.
We concentrate on the electrical aspect, how to use scanner and sensors.
There is dirt from the tank of this car. The first thing you're supposed to do on this car is you just have to remove this tank first. If you remove it, we clean it.
We use the scanner to scan the 40 of sensors because they have DLC and PCM.
Salam Babatunde, however, boasts of his competency and efficiency.
Now I can scan a car, detect the fault and solve the problem, which can be the source of living for me in my future.
The unique institution in spreading our wings in technology did not underestimate fashion. This entails fashion designing, leather works, and cosmetology.
So do you think fashion designing is so difficult? No, it is as simple as ABC.
This is a horizontal line, right? It goes from the top of your sketch pad. Make sure to leave a space.
As you can see here, I'm working on something. This is a very interesting course. It is broad, we learn a lot, and I wish you are also here.
Fashion designing is a very broad trade. It's split into three parts: pattern drafting, fashion illustration, and the garment construction. Pattern drafting is how to construct dresses on papers. You can use brown paper, you can use cardboard. Fashion illustration is about bringing out designs you thought about, being creative about designs. While garment construction is about making out the style on materials.
Just get your material, know your style, then have your measurements. I'm so happy to be here, and I'm very sure that after leaving this great citadel of learning, I'm going to be self-employed.
This is Leatherworks. Here we deal with leathers.
The one for the males and the one for the females. We learned about the tote bag,
Shoes.
we learned about the messenger bag for the men, and we learned about so many other bags that women do use.
Everyone needs what I know.
Everyone needs a bag. A woman's dressing is incomplete without a bag. Even a man needs a bag to carry his luggage.
Now I can operate the machine.
The products of our students can stand international examination.
The bag I'm making right now, you would think it's made in Italy. Now I can make good bags. I can make shoes. I can make anything made of leather. Tech has taught me to make use of the right combination of colors. I recognize good colors and I know how to combine them.
In this entrepreneur exercise, I didn't know how to use this leather. I don't know how they bring all these accessories together to make a bag. But with this training, I've been able to learn a lot of things, and I really appreciate the school. Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity that you've given to us.
You can't get this anywhere.
Cosmetology is the study and application of beauty treatments branches of specialty includes hairstyling, skincare, cosmetics, manicure, pedicure, tying of gele, to mention a few. Our students are one of the best in this.
It's round shape gele. I used to pay for people to do it for me in the past, but now I'm doing it for myself and my family.
Apart from the conventional wearing, Ankara, a popular wear in Africa, can also be used for creative purpose in the creation of books, bags, notepads, and many more.
The Ankara craft, as everyone has known Ankara craft since the beginning, Ankara craft has gone beyond using it for buba, euro, and all sort of that. Ankara craft is now going to making of notepad, making of bags, making of slippers, and all sort of that.
This is the process of Ankara notepad. Then we get the fabric, and then the gum stay and the note. Then after that we cut the shape for the notepad, and then we bring out the shape. After that we gum it at the side, which is the length of the note. Then we gum it together and then form the shape of the notepad.
In construction beautification, the First Technical University has trained specialists in paint production and painting.
There are many paints that are actually short. There are some where you put your back on the wall, it will stain your clothes. But this one doesn't have any effect. When you put your clothes on it, even if you are wearing white, your clothes will not get stained. We are the ones that produce the paints that we are using here. We have many types of painting. We have emulsion paints, matte paints, test coats, and many others. But the one we are using here is emulsion paints. We have many materials that we use in paint production. We have calcium, titanium dioxide, PVA, EPW, Juniper, and so many others that we use. Painting and paint production is very important and as well it's very interesting. I want to appreciate the First Technical University for the opportunity they given to us to be partakers of this. It's really helpful and we know it will be productive when we are out of here. Anyways, I will tell you that painting is very good. After now, I'm going back home to do painting, do a lot of work. This Christmas I'm sure I'll be able to produce paint and paint my father's house.
And in the world of agriculture,
What me and my colleagues have just done now is tomato nursery. And I have never done anything like that before. This entrepreneurship program has impacted in me a lot.
Salawuddin Samad Abiola, however, promised to turn every vacant land around him to a tomato plantation.
I assure you, I'm going to produce tomatoes as big as my fist, and I may never need to buy tomatoes again in my life.
Other areas of focus in the agro-allied class includes fishery, poultry farming, rabbit rearing, to mention but a few.
this is 3D printing and epoxy design. Students have been learning the basic principles and the basic working processes of a 3D printer.
3D printing itself is additive manufacturing. We have other method of manufacturing like subtractive manufacturing, like CNC, but this 3D printing is additive, like we are adding to it. And basically 3D printing, as the name implies, 3-dimensional. That means it's working in X, Y, and Z direction. As you can see, this printer as it's working, it's moving in the X direction, it's moving in the Y direction, it's moving in the Z direction. So that's how it works. It's going to interface with the system after we design the software. After we design the component using the CAD software, maybe Autodesk Inventor, Motion 360, or SolidWorks, any CAD software as it may be. After exporting it to a CAD format, you're going to send it to a 3D printing software like Matter Control, Repeater, or others. But mainly for this class, we're using Matter Control. We're going to edit the settings to what we want it to be, how we want it to print, the finishing, the infill, the speed of it.
However, emphasize the marketability of 3D design.
3D printing itself reduces the need to always wait for foreign products. We always have our locally made products and at a lower cost. Again, computer-aided design can be a source of income for the designer by providing designs for engineers, architects, product designers, and manufacturers like that. And also, you can earn from freelancing using some online marketing system.
Another area of focus in the training is CCTV, closed-circuit television camera.
Our instructor already taught us a lot about it, from types of cameras, types of DVRs, the connectors, and a lot more for it. And for the cameras, there are different types of cameras which we have. We have the bullet, we have the dome, we have the box cameras, and DVRs, we have analog DVR, the hybrid DVR. And for connecting the cameras, we have to use the type of camera depends on the.
And another member of the class says,
I can do system installations in supermarkets, restaurants, schools, and offices, along with the repairs and the maintenance.
Today we are going to be making some very wonderful pastries. We'll be having caramel puffs, minced balls, and bread rolls.
We started this training yesterday and it has been very wonderful, educating and interesting. It has made me to learn more and has improved my culinary skills.
Use the right ingredients and the right quantity.
Basically, we worked on the dough, and on dough we add the dough nuts and the chin-chin. And we used different recipes, just as we know we have different recipes to have our acquired dough. We have the flour, we have the sugar, we have the baking powder and the yeast.
4 cups of flour. We will need 4 tablespoons of sugar.
TechU is really a good place to be. Like the motor training and developing brains. Aside developing our brains, that's developing our cognitive skills, it has helped to train our hands to develop our psychomotor skills. Like the entrepreneurship training we are having now. From this training, I have really learned a lot. I've learned to develop and to improve my culinary skills, and I can't wait to go home to show them what I've got, the new things I've got up my sleeve.
In events planning and decoration.
An event planner is the person that organizes, coordinates, and executes all kinds of events. You have different kinds of decoration, and decoration is very large and depends on your creativity. The creativity you put into it, that will make the work very fine and okay. We have birthday decoration, we have wedding decoration, we have line instain, that is final burial decoration, and we have florals arrangement. This is the one of our design we did.
Who did here now? Where you did? Where you did?
Being in this school for the past 2 years has exposed me to a lot of things. An example is the vocational training we are undergoing presently. I picked film production and photography as a trade of choice, and since I picked it, since we started this training, it's been fun, it's been interesting, it's been engaging, it's been educative. I've learned a lot of things about being a better person, being hardworking and all. As fun as it seems, everything, we have to work hard, do not get tired and all. Film production and photography was divided into so many aspects: cinematography, script writing, acting, photography. So students are expected to have at least 2 main focus points so that they can just build on what they have and be able to improve on their daily lives.
Oh boy, okay, so if you don't abomination in your family, so you cannot do this, you cannot do.
What I have now, I can start a photography studio, I can shoot for people, I can engaged in freelance activities.
At the beginning, I thought drumming would be something very difficult. But now I can drum and I can sing along with the drum. So I want to thank the First Technical University for giving me the opportunity.
Other programs include refrigeration and air conditioning, and electricals and electronic installation, blending theory with practical. Our students are the best.
It is festive period. Please sit back as our noble music students wishes you a prosperous Christmas and a happy New Year.
First Technical University, Ibadan. Thank you all the time. Let the world know the drum.